p.m. No. Okay, I've been slacking at this. God, my hair. See what I mean? My hair gets so puffy because I have thick hair. Ugh. It's gross. Anyway, I'm gonna try to record because yesterday I promised I would, but it was so packed that I couldn't. So I will do my best to record today. An upper day. Starting off with some incline. Actually, I was gonna do flat dumbbell press, but I'm gonna switch it up and do incline machine. Haven't done that in a while. Do some rowing, some pull down, some arms, a little bit of arms, not a lot. Yeah, that's what's on the agenda today. Another gloomy, crappy, lazy day in Illinois. Yep. Oh, one thing I wanted to address. When it comes to bulking and cutting, the mistake I made, so coming from experience, don't cut. At least not for a while. Why? Because when I first got into this, I was of the idea that I just wanted to get shredded, get abs, right? I feel like that's a lot of people's goal is to look lean and huge, but with abs and yada yada yada. And yeah, it's just set me back because although I've attempted to bulk a few times already, I always get to that one part of the bulk where I'm just like, I'm getting too big. I want to get lean again. So it's just a yo-yo thing, and I just kind of have to push past that and know that at the end of the gaining phase, done properly, of course, you don't want to get too big. So that's just terrible. It just doesn't set you up for anything, really. It just sets you up for longer cut, and so once you're bulking, then at the end of it, you can cash in on your gains, if you will, right? So yeah, for you youngsters, bulk or just eat and lift. Don't worry about getting lean and shredded till later, till you're at a point where you feel like you've put enough size, and that way when you do cut down, you have to show for it. Because I personally, started off lifting when I was in high school. It was just kind of recreational, kind of a thing I just did with a couple buddies. Then I really got into it probably when I went to college. And even then, I didn't really care much about eating or how I ate or what I ate, which was fine, right? I was in my late teens. And I should have continued that. But instead, I got caught up in the whole frenzy thing of, let's look lean and shredded. And then I just got small and depleted and gross. And then I got done with that, and then I'm like, all right, time to serious bulk. Then I just got really fat. I was eating around 4,000 calories. It was ridiculous. Just unnecessary amount of food. And then I got really fat. I wanted the scale to climb daily. That's how I wanted. That's how I was measuring my progress at the time, right? And then at the end of it, which was short-lived too, it wasn't that long until I was like, okay, whoa, I'm getting fat here. Actually, it came from one summer, or I think it was the summer before senior year, or it might have been senior year, going into senior, or whatever. Nonetheless, it was I met up with a couple buddies of mine. And we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and my buddy goes, "Oh, you look different." I was like, "Oh yeah." I was super excited. I was like, "Oh, maybe he's noticing my gains." He goes, "Yeah, you look bigger." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I felt super good. I was like, "Yeah, I feel." It's like, he's noticing my gains. I feel making some progress here. And then I thought about it for a second. Well, not at the time. After, I was like, wait a minute. He kind of hesitated. Maybe he wanted to be nice and didn't want to make me feel bad. And of course, I was taking pictures throughout the whole thing. I'll probably put some up. He was like, yeah, you look bigger. And then I noticed in one of the pictures I looked fat. I was like, holy shit, maybe he was not meaning it in a good way. Maybe I was getting fat. So then that's when I stopped my bulk, which then I made another mistake, just slashing my calories to really low, thinking the less I eat, the quicker and leaner I'll get. Worked, but with that I also lost muscle, and I was just got skinny, really skinny. So yeah, take home message here is just bulk enough to where you're making progress monthly, but also yeah, to where you're making progress monthly and to where it adds up too, right? In the long haul, not weekly, not daily. You don't want to gain weight daily like I was aiming for. So yeah, that's probably the biggest takeaway. Don't buy into this whole social media get lean, get shredded, get jacked crap. Don't do it. I know it's hard because that's all we see nowadays, even with athletes, right? So yeah, just gain as long as possible, especially if you're in your teens, preteens. Can't stress that enough. Now looking back at it, that's what I should have done. I'm sure that's what a lot of these people tell you. So yeah, gain as long as you can. And if you feel like you're getting a little too heavy, don't do a long cut. Just do a mini cut, right? And then just take it from there. All right, I will try to do my best to record a couple of clips for you guys. See you in there. Hey, back with a little commentary in this clip and then the last one where I'm stretching. But here's a movement that I haven't done in forever. The high row. It's actually, oddly enough, it's actually one of my favorite exercises, but I just don't do it. God knows why I don't. But yeah, here I hit it finally. I think it's been a while, maybe like a couple months or a month or so. Yeah, here the angle is slightly off because I positioned my phone on one of those preacher curl machines, and it's slightly off to the side, so that's why it makes for the odd angle. And also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but one arm seems to be, well, I feel it. One arm or one side of my body back seems to be working more than the other. Just rolling out now. Stretching. One of my goals has been to actually do the splits. That'd be cool. So yeah, I try to stretch every day. Been doing so for about a year. Give or take a few days I do miss. I'm human, right? So yeah, show you guys then. So yeah, like I said, like I was saying, one of my goals actually for a while now has been to be able to do the splits, and I want to get at least pretty close by the end of the year. You know, I try to stretch at least 15 to 20 minutes at the end of every workout. Actually, funny story. Well, not funny story. A side story as to how I got into this. It was probably growing up seeing all those Van Damme movies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but yeah, it was probably seeing Van Damme do the splits in every movie he was in. Yeah, and then I got into weightlifting, and I never want to put aside being flexible and being more than just a bodybuilder, right? I want to be able to jump, I want to be able to run, I want to be able to lift. So then I figured, why not do this? Why not be able to do the splits? And at the time, as I got older,
I started to train at the local YMCA, and there was this lady that was just super flexible, pretty lean, right? Um, and she was able to do splits with no problem. So I asked her, I was like, "What is your routine? What do you do?" Um, and she told me it's a ton of stretching. Uh, she actually made me a little stretching routine plan, wrote it out for me and everything. Fortunately, I lost it. Wish I had it now. So now I just kind of come up with a routine on my own. Usually, it's probably a lot of getting my hips loose and mobile and get those firing, right? Get those nice and stretched out. So I feel like it's a lot of hip flexors that play the part. But yeah, that's one of my goals. Um, always has been being able to do the splits. And yeah, here's just a short video. I didn't show you guys everything. I don't want to make it too long. But yeah, that's the next goal, and hopefully I get pretty close by the end of the year. That'd be sweet. I will I will try to be making more of these, and I will keep you guys updated as to how the stretching routine goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys have an awesome day.